Welcome back. So, today we are going to start with a new and interesting topic, that is substances in the surroundings, their states and properties. This is the fifth chapter of your general science. So, student, let's begin. Students, before starting with this chapter, let us see what are the learning objectives of this module. So students, you are going to learn in this module about change of state of substance, heat and changes of physical state, the temperature and their thermometer, boiling point, freezing point and sublimation. Okay, so student, can you recall? Name the solid, liquid and gaseous states of matter. Think students, think. Yes, you all are correct. Water is observed in nature in three different states as liquid, that is water, solid, that is ice, and gaseous, that is water vapor. These are the three states which are seen in the nature. So student, let us start with the first topic, that is change of state of substances. Student, you all are aware that water changes from one state to another. For an example, water is already in a liquid form. So it changes from liquid to solid, that is ice, and from as you can see that liquid only changes to gas, that is water vapor. So student, let's try this one experiment which is given on page number 32 of your textbook. Take pieces of wax in a bowl and heat them on a candle or spirit lamp and see the following questions. So student, after doing this, as you can see that change of state of wax, 5.1 picture in your textbook, it consists of a spirit lamp, a melting wax, then in a bowl there is some pieces of a wax, and there is a bowl which is solid wax is present. So student, how do the pieces of wax changes? So, the physical state of pieces of wax changes from solid to liquid due to heating. As you can see, solid wax is being given heat and it going to change into a liquid. Then, what was the initial state of a wax? So, student, the initial state of wax was solid. What did it get converted into? So student, it get converted into liquid state. Now keep the same bowl in cold water. What happens? So when we keep the same bowl in cold water, the state of wax again change from liquid to solid. So student, when a substance changes from one state to another, the process is called change of state of the substance. As you can see, some of the examples are given here. Melting of candle, as you can see, it is solid to liquid. Okay, there's a change in a state. Okay, then second, you can see melting of chocolate. Okay, already chocolate is present in a solid form, and when it is melted, it is in a liquid. So from solid to liquid. Then freezing of coconut oil, as you can see in the image. So this change is from liquid to solid. Then boiling of water. So this change is from liquid to gaseous, that is water vapor. So student, can you read the list of substance which is given on page number 32 of your textbook. So, the substances are spirit, camphor, petrol, ghee, coconut oil, naphthalene balls, ammonium chloride, that is Navsagar, and answer the following question. So, student, questions are: which one freeze in winter? Among this substance, which one freeze in winter? So, ghee and coconut oil freezes in winter. Second, which liquid have you seen changes into a vapor? So, spirit and petrol are the liquid which changes into a vapor. Okay, then which solids directly changes into gaseous state? So, here is the answer: camphor, that is kapoor, naphthalene balls and ammonium chloride are the solids which changes directly into a gaseous state. And the last one, what do we learn from this? So, student, we learned that every substance found in our surrounding is in either the solid, liquid or gaseous state. If we heat or cool these substances, the state is going to change. So, this is called change of state of a substance. Let us see some of the information about a great scientist. So, student, this scientist was Josiah Willard Gibbs. His working was from Feb 11, 1839 till April 28, 1903. Was an American scientist who made significant theoretical contribution to physics, chemistry and mathematics subject, that is field. In the 19th century, the scientist Willard Gibbs showed that the characteristic properties of a substance depends on its physical state and the arrangement of particles in it. So, student, you all are aware that solid is their substances, their particle is very close to each other. Okay, they are bounded very close to each other. That is why it is very hard. Then when you will take an example of a liquid, their particles are slightly far away from each other. Okay, that is the nature is flexible, it is fluid. Okay, it flow. And if you take an example of a gaseous, the particles of gaseous substance is very far from each other. That is, they are freely movable in the nature. So, that is why the major significance of a substance is the arrangement of particles in it. Student, one of the column is given on the page number 33 of your textbook. Column consists of a substance, solid, liquid and gaseous. Then examples of solid, liquid and gaseous, and then its shape and volume. So first we will discuss about solid. Example is piece of a iron. Its shape has its own. Okay, solid has its own shape. It retain its shape no matter how it is kept. Solid will remain as it is. It is not going to change its shape. Then solid has a definite volume. Solids like sugar, sand, when poured on a flat surface, form a heap. Then liquid, example of liquid is water, spirit and oil. Water does not have a shape of its own. It takes the shape of the container. Whichever you kept water, it is going to take the shape of that container. Okay, water does not have any shape of its own. So it has a specific volume. Okay, liquid will be having a specific volume. Liquid occupies definite portion of a container. it spreads on a flat surface on pouring. Okay, when you will pour it, it is going to spread, flows downwards along a slope. Okay, from higher concentration to lower concentration, water flows from high to low. Then last we are going to see about air. Student, example is air. Gas example is air. Gas does not have a shape of its own. It occupies all the available space. Whichever thing you are going to keep the gaseous substance, it is going to occupy that space. Then about volume, gaseous does not have a definite volume. On changing the pressure of a gas in a closed container, its volume also changes. Next topic is heat and change of physical state. So student, you have learned that change in the physical state of a substance is an effect of the amount of heat in it. On gaining heat, the substance changes from solid to liquid, the liquid to gas. For an example, whenever you keep a water for boiling, it is in a liquid form. So after boiling, as soon as the heat is supplied, so from liquid it is going to change into a gaseous. Okay, for an example, as you can take any of the So student, when the substance cools or loses heat, it changes from gaseous to liquid and liquid to solid state. As you can see, solid, on heating it changes into a liquid, and then on heating it changes into a gaseous. So again gaseous, on cooling it will change to liquid, and again when you will cool the liquid, it will change into a solid. So student, let us start with the next topic, the temperature and thermometer. So student, can you tell me, does water change into vapor the moment we place the vessel on a stove? Everyone has seen that when water is boiling, it will not soon start boiling. It will take certain time to boil. Certain time means जैसे ही गैस पे अगर रखा है water for boiling, it will take a time to get the vapors, है ना. जब वो बॉईल होगा, जब टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होगा तो वो बॉईल होगा, एंड देन वो लिक्विड जो है वो थोड़ा थोड़ा वेपर में कन्वर्ट होगा, मतलब गैसेस में कन्वर्ट होगा. सो इट विल टेक टाइम. On the spot you are keeping, and that time only it will not start converting, it will not transferred from water to gaseous, matlab from liquid to gaseous. So a specific amount of heat must be gained, okay, or lost before the state of a substance can change. The change in physical state is determined by how hot the substance becomes on gaining heat or how cold on losing it. So student, how do we tell how hot or cold a substance is? Yes, so with the help of a thermometer. So when a substance gets heat, it becomes warm and then hot. We put our hand or finger in the water to judge how hot it is, but that is not an accurate measure. Besides, if the substance is very hot, we could get scalded, we could get a burn. So a thermometer is used to measure temperature. Degree Celsius is the unit of measuring temperature. There are several types of thermometers available. Nowadays, digital thermometers are frequently used. So student, now let us see the working of a thermometer. As you can see, the thermometer consists of a bulb, mercury, a scale, and the capillary tube. So student, the mercury rises to a certain level in the capillary tube above the bulb. As you can see here, you will see a scale next to the mercury column, as I already told you. Reading the figure near the level of mercury tells us the temperature of air around the bulb of the thermometer. So student, on page number 34 of your textbook, one column is given, a diagram is given, some examples are given along with its temperature. So boiling water, when the water is boiling, its temperature is going to be 100 degrees Celsius. Freezing water will be 0 degrees Celsius. Air during winter at night time will be less than 15 degrees Celsius. Air during summer at afternoon, it will be greater than 35 degrees Celsius temperature. Then inside a fridge, the temperature will be 5 degrees Celsius. Inside the freezer, the temperature will be less than minus 18 degrees Celsius minus, and the body temperature will be approximately 37 degrees Celsius. So student, if the substance is cool, I mean to say if the temperature is cool, then you can hold it by your bare hand. But if the substance is hot, do not touch it with a bare hand. Please do be careful. Use proper precautions before holding such hotter substances. Now students, let us see the next topic is boiling. Now students, let us see the next topic is boiling. So when water is heated, it becomes warm and then hot, and at certain temperature it start evaporating. Okay, that means into a water vapor. Okay, so and gets converted into a steam. The temperature at which water gets converted into steam is known as the boiling point of water or ebullition. At sea level, pure water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. When water vapor cools, they again get converted into water. This process is called condensation. So, condensation of steam takes place at the 100 degree Celsius. So student, as you can see, liquid, that is water, on heating, it will get converted into a gas and then into a vapor. And then again when we will cool it, that means the process is called condensation. Cooling process is called condensation. Then again that vapor will convert into a liquid. Next topic is freezing. So student, when water is cooled, it becomes cooler, and at a certain temperature it start freezing and becomes solid. Okay, for example, ice. So the temperature at which water gets converted into ice is known as freezing point of water. Student, freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. When I have heated, it start melting at 0 degree Celsius and gets converted into water. This process is known as melting of ice. So student, as you can see here in the diagram, liquid on cooling, okay, when it is cooled, process is called freezing. It will get converted into a solid, that is ice. Again ice on heating, जैसे ही टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा आइस क्या हो जाएगा, इट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू अ लिक्विड, मतलब वाटर में कन्वर्ट होगा, और वो प्रोसेस को बोला जाएगा मेल्टिंग. So student, each substance has a specific boiling point which is same as its condensation point. Each substance has its specific melting point which is same as its freezing point. The temperature at which a substance boils while heating is the same as the temperature at which it condenses when it's cooled. The temperature at which a substance freezes while cooling is the same as the temperature at which it melts when it's heated. Student, as you can see, flow chart is given here. Gas or vapor on cooling, okay, it will get converted into liquid. जैसे ही गैस या तो वेपर दैट इज स्टीम को कूल किया तो वो किस में कन्वर्ट होगा, लिक्विड में. वो प्रोसेस को बोला जाएगा कंडेंसेशन. व्हेन लिक्विड इज कूल्ड, ठीक है, जब लिक्विड को कूल किया तो वो कन्वर्ट होगा सॉलिड में और वो प्रोसेस को बोला जाएगा फ्रीजिंग. व्हेन सॉलिड इज हीटेड, जब सॉलिड को हीट करेंगे दैट इज मेल्टिंग बोला जाता है उसको, तो वो किस में कन्वर्ट होगा, लिक्विड में. जब सॉलिड को हीट करेंगे तो वो कन्वर्ट होगा लिक्विड में और उसको बोला जाएगा मेल्टिंग. व्हेन लिक्विड इज हीटेड, जब लिक्विड को हीट करेंगे तो वो कन्वर्ट होगा गैस या तो वेपर में एंड दैट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड बॉइलिंग. आई होप यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड दिस. Student, now let us see various uses of changes in physical state. Okay, that is state of a substance. First, as you can see here, paraffin wax is melted and the candles are made from the molten wax. Okay. Next use is solid carbon dioxide, that is dry ice, is used to make ice cream and to keep it frozen. As you can see, this dry ice is also called as a solid carbon dioxide. Next use, as you can see here, that is glass is made from molten silica. Silica is also called as a sand. So student, as you can see in the image how beautifully the silica is being used to make a glass. See how beautiful it is looking. Next you can see ornaments are made by melting gold and silver. Student, here you can see how gold is melted. Okay, it is melted first and then it is transferred into a desired shape and size. Tools are made from molten iron. As you can see here how beautifully the tools are made. Next topic is sublimation. Student, the change of a solid substance directly into a gas or vapor without first changing into a liquid is called as sublimation. स्टूडेंट, जब सॉलिड डायरेक्टली चेंज होता है गैसेस में, ओके, बिना लिक्विड में चेंज हुए, उसे बोला जाता है सब्लिमेशन. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, आयोडीन, कैम्फर, अमोनियम क्लोराइड, दैट इज नवसागर, एसेट्रा. स्टूडेंट, द मोस्ट common example of sublimation is camphor. As you know, camphor means kapoor. During pujas and during worship, you can see that kapoor is in a solid form, but as soon as it is heated, it is directly changes into a vapor, that is gaseous form. So this is the best example of a sublimation. So here are some points to be remembered. When a substance changes from one state to another, the process is called change of state of the substance. Every substance found in our surroundings is in either the solid, liquid or gaseous state. If we heat or cool these substances, their state changes. In the 19th century, the scientist Willard Gibbs showed that characteristics property of a substance depends on its physical state and the arrangement of particles in it. Change in the physical state of a substance is an effect of the amount of heat in it. So student, based on this module, I want you to do a small assignment. First question, in the paragraph given below, write boiling, melting, condensation or freezing in relevant brackets. Do this into your rough book. Okay, bracket is mentioned. You are going to write the paragraph and then bracket you are going to fill it. Next question, match the substances given in group A with their temperature in group B. Third, right or wrong. If wrong, write the correct answer. Liquid have specific volume and occupy a definite portion of a container. And second one, at sea level, pure water boils at 50 degrees Celsius. Student, I want you to do this assignment into your rough book. So my dear student, now today we are going to stop here. In my next upcoming video, we are going to cover some more interesting topic of this chapter. So student, if you want me to make such an educational video further, please keep supporting. Please do like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Till then, my dear students, take care. Thank you so much.